Juan Sebastian Veron showed a real lightness of touch to score 25 points. Next up, Sami Al-Jaber. And first impressions count in this event. A head start to Sami's routine, not once, but twice. Then he shinned a couple, unorthodox, but intentional, and not as easy as it looks. The judges certainly liked it. 27 points, and Al-Jaber had the lead. Having finished second in pass masters, Egyptian striker Imam let his shoulders carry the early burden. Not spectacular, but neat and tidy. And so was Imam's legwork. A little bit of knees up stuff, and 22 out of 30 for Imam. Now Rivaldo. For sheer lightness of touch and momentum, the world's #1 player did not disappoint, mastering the ball for one mesmerising minute. But as in the past Masters, the Brazilian played it relatively simple. Maybe the judges expected more. A total of 24 points for Rivaldo. And what about that for starters? And what followed wasn't bad either. From Vietnam's Hong Son, naturally gifted and not afraid to take risks. The shoulders played their part. And then came the finale. Spot-on control, balance. And how about this for a happy ending? 3 nines, 27 points for Hong Song and the joint lead. Russian striker Semak started bravely, improvising his own donkey kick. No easy trick. After that, though, the ball came down to earth rather too often. Again, the judges expected more. 3 sevens for Semak, 21 points. Newcastle's Alberto Solano kept his head to begin with. And watch out for the highlights of Nobby's routine. A clever step over, right to left. The overall mark couldn't make an impression on the leaders, however, 22 for Solano. Emmanuel Olasadebi just went for it. He's got a big frame, but wonderful technique. From quick to slow. He ended with a high kicking knees up. The crowd liked it, so did the judges. 27 out of 30, and Olasadebi joined the tie for the lead. First target for Roberto Carlos, beating the 24 scored by his teammate Rivaldo. From front to back, there was a bit more flair about Roberto's routine, even if he got a bit carried away. There is the pièce de résistance, and another 27 out of 30. Rui Costa had some ground to make up after pass masters. It was all in the footwork for the Portuguese star. Simple, but subtle. His ball control blended neatly into a delightful step over. Maybe not energetic enough, though, to really impress. 23 for Rui Costa, but he'd loved every minute of it out in the centre circle.
How does this event compare to playing an important match?
It's very nice for the players, because in football it's very pressure. And today is a different day for the players. It's very good.
You've got your friend alongside you, Juan Veron from Serie A.
As a friend, one of the great players in the world. I'm happy to play with Veron. And
how much do you want to win?
No, it's not important win. Important this is important for me.
Enjoying it.
Good, thank you.
So with 3 players still to go, Al-Jaber, Carlos, Hong Son and Olasadebe lead the way with 27 points. They've set a target that's going to be tough to beat.
Next up to take the stage, the Chinese international Li Jinyu.
Here he comes, the overall leader so far. After the pass masters exercise. Good steady start. Instep of the boot, that's neat. Outside. Right foot and the left, had to stretch. Technically will be docked points if he goes outside that circle. Oh, that's a lovely high-stepping routine. Good poise. Confidence here. Keeping it in the air with his head. Then the balance and a jump as well. Referee's impressed. Off the shoulders, this is lovely. Great rhythm to it. Quick feet, dancing feet. Lee Jin-yu. Well, I would say Beckham and York are have to go some here to keep. He's gone out of the ring to keep in touch with Lee Jin-yu. The Manchester United players are going to have to perform very, very well. Off the head again. One last big header. That's great control. The drop of the ball, some 4 or 5 feet, 6, 7 feet there. Beckham and York looking on. They're impressed. So am I. And a fancy flourish at the end, and the boot into the crowd. Splendid. Terrific routine from Lee Jin-yu. Quick word from his interpreter there. Oh, look at that. 28 points. He leads again. What a surprise here. The Chinese international striker. Right to left foot. Instep outside of the boot. There's the thigh. Exercise. Onto the shoulder. Use of the head, which was spectacular later in the routine.
Mr. Lee Jin-yu, some very foxy headwork there. You've gone into the lead with a score of 28 points.
Our next contestant, the player who has lit up the Premier League for Aston Villa and now Manchester United, Dwight York.
Ever the showman, Dwight York. Crowd love that. Always plays his football with a smile on his face. Teammates at Old Trafford appreciate it, Dwight York. Brought to English football by Graham Taylor, former England manager. His little skip start, right thigh onto the head, Dwight York. Great control, back of the neck, and again, neck trap from Dwight York. Such a difficult skill. Balance there. Started his season in stuttering style with Manchester United. What a dramatic campaign they've had since, with David Beckham looking on. Dwight York in action also for Trinidad and Tobago in their World Cup qualifiers. Ooh, it went to ground now. Did he mean that? Was that a balletic step over from Dwight York? Oh, magnificent. Caught that on the outside of his right boot while almost exercising the splits. And again, little stretch forward. Toe trap, brilliant stuff from York this. Balletic. First Manchester United player since Brian McLaren has scored 20 goals in a season, having signed from Aston Villa. Heading control, look at the concentration there. Eyes to ball. Off the shoulder, neck trap again, flicks it up, catches, keeps it in the air. Beckham an admirer. Oh, that's a terrific routine by Dwight York. And the show goes on, it would seem. Smiling, but then he would. Applause from David Beckham. Look at that, a perfect 30 for Dwight York. Maximum points.
Dwight York goes into the lead with a perfect score of 30.
Dwight, 30. Yeah. Can't get better than that. No, I'm happy. A little bit nervous at start, but he's got to follow you now, David Beckham.
Yeah, put the pressure on.
That is pressure.
Yeah, you can handle it. There's no problem.
Where did that come from?
From the beach, I suppose, back home. You know, just keeping the ball up. Bit of fun.
Fun? It was magic. From the skip start onwards. Rhythm of the headers, eyes glued to the ball, neck trap, sort of 2 or 3 of them. Audacious confidence as well. Have a look at this. Keeping the ball balanced. The kiss. Then the stretch traps there, outside of the right boot. Fantastic stuff. Digs another one in here. Instep of the foot. Great routine.
Now there's just one player left to take on the freestyle challenge. It's Dwight's teammate at Manchester United, David Beckham.
Old Trafford, pride at stake for David Beckham, and he starts the freestyle football 33 points behind the competition leader Lee Jin-Yu. Pressure on Beckham. Oh, lovely start. Little donkey flick up. Right thigh, off the forehead. Again, look at the balance of the shoulders. Concentration. Eye to ball. Poise. Almost dead still, David Beckham. Good point scorer, that. Neck trap. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, the push-ups! Brilliant stuff from David Beckham. Splendid. I wonder if Sir Alex Ferguson marks him highly for that in training. Day in, day out. Oh, touch ground. The right thigh again. Touch the ground again, but Beckham scored superb points early on. Look at the height on that. Off the thigh trap, kept it down as well. David Beckham kept it under control. Again to the head, juggling the ball with ease. Kills it. Dwight Yorke watches on. Outside of the right foot, time ticking down. Needs to score big here in the closing stages. Off the neck trap, quick momentum. Oh, lovely! Skip half volley, under control. Brilliant routine by Beckham, full of improvisation. High point scorer, I'm sure. Let's see how the referee's marked it. Dwight Yorke watches on. It's 30 again for David Beckham. He moved to within 3 points of Lee Jin-Yu at the top of the table. Perfect routine.
David, you had a tough act to follow. You followed it.
Yeah, he always he put a little bit of pressure on me, like he does. You know, he likes to do that, but you know, we can handle the pressure, and you know, it's a tough act to follow, Yorkie.
Tell me about that press-up trick.
I didn't even think about it before, but I thought I had to do something to keep up with him, so it just happened.
Have the guys at United not seen that?
I don't think so, no. I think.
I don't know about you, John Barnes, but right from the start for me, Beckham's routine had that extra sparkle.
Showing that whatever Dwight can do, David can do as well. David matches Dwight's feats with a perfect score of 30 points.
David, not being nationalistic or anything, but like the boys from the English club's done us proud.
Yeah, it was a surprise actually, because you know, there's a lot of talented players here from all around the world.
Dwight, do you really think that you'd score a perfect 30 points?
No, not really. I just wanted to go out there and get a good feel of the ball. It was important that I get off to a good start. And by balancing the ball in the dugout, just give me that extra confidence.
They always say the right things, these Manchester United players.